this is Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards. This is a card we're doing today using the Perennial Essence Designer Series paper. The last card I did, I used a different piece of paper than this. It was the same, out of the same packet of paper. This is just a different design that's in there. And we're using Blackberry Bliss and Balmy Blue. And the last one we used Old Olive, Flirty Flamingo, and Blueberry Bushel. So, let's get started on this card. There's a couple of retired products on it, but I'll give you alternatives. I'm trying to use up some of my products that I have. So, we'll start with the base. It's Blueberry Bushel. Open up. 8.5 by 11 by 4 1/4. The inside of the card looks like this. I've already stamped it. I've used the let's get this out here. Blah, blah, blah. Make my tongue work. Butterfly Wishes stamp set. We're using, on the inside is this butterfly stamped with Balmy Blue. And then it says, Love to Celebrate You, stamped with Blackberry Bliss. And this piece is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. And we'll go ahead and glue that to the inside. Trying to think up ways to use up this paper. So if you have this paper and you run out of ideas, some of these are pretty simple. Okay, the inside's done. Now, the outside, that aside, this is, let's see, Petal Pink. And it is 5 1/4 by 4. There's this DSP. As you can see, it looks a little different, but it was like this. And so this is the other half of that. So this piece is 3 3/4 by 2 5/8. And this piece of Blackberry Bliss is the exact same size as this. And so what I did was put them kind of like this inside the subtle embossing folder and embossed them because I thought it looked really good that way. That's just what I did. And then the next thing I did was I glued these to my Petal Pink. On this, you want to make sure your flowers are pretty much right side up, because it might look funny if you do them the other way. This looks right side up to me. Just like this. I think if you turned it the other way, they'd look upside down. So, glue that on, and then we'll take our piece of Blackberry Bliss. Attach it to the top. Just like so. Okay. Then I took a piece of the Petal Pink and used the Layering Circles framelits, and I believe it is this one, which is probably third from the largest. Yeah, third from the largest for that. And then for this piece, I used the Stitch Shapes framelits, and this is the second to the largest. And I cut that out, and then I stamped it with Balmy Blue ink for the butterfly from the Butterfly Wishes. It's this butterfly here. And then I stamped birthday wishes with Blackberry Bliss. And then I'm going to glue this to this so that this will be dry when I'm ready to use it. Just put that on there. Just like that. Okay, close this here. Then I took a piece of my ribbon, and this is the Whisper White ribbon that's retired, but you could use the lace trim that's on page 174 in the annual catalog. It's item number 149593, and which will work just as well. And I put this on here. This piece here is 4 1/4 by 1/2 inch. I believe that I used the snail on this. So let's get this thing here so I don't get snail all over my work surface. I'm going to put snail on the back of this. I want it all the way to the end so that my ribbon will stick. And I put my ribbon, I centered it, folded it over. Like I said, you can use the lace trim or whatever color ribbon you have. This, I'm just using up some of the stuff that haven't had time to use up, and I really like this ribbon, so if you have some, this will be a perfect opportunity to use it. Okay, and I decided I needed a little bit more because I'm going to glue it right down the center there, or adhere it. So let's see if we can get some snail on there. So it'll stick there. Okay, get this out of the way and set that aside for a second. I'm going to glue this to the front of my card right here. Since I'm not tucking that piece under, this, we can go ahead and glue this to the front. Just like so. I haven't used much of this Blackberry Bliss. I think it's really pretty. Okay, I'm going to close that so it doesn't dry up. Take our piece with the ribbon on it, and we're going to, it's going to touch the edges of the card. And I kind of made it mostly on above the line, kind of so I could see. I lined it up with that line of cardstock. Just like that. Make sure it will stick, I hope. Just like that. That makes it so it's easy to center. And then I took my sentiment and I put 4 of the larger dimensionals on the back. And I put 2 kind of on the bottom and then 2 at the top. I was trying not to get too much on that because I didn't want it to be wonky. And I want my birthday wishes kind of across there, like that. Doesn't have to be exact. Just like that. Okay. Then I stamped another of the butterflies out with the Balmy Blue. and I took a glue dot, put it right in the center of that butterfly, because I want this butterfly to have dimension. So put the glue dot on him, and then I centered him on the top of my other butterfly so I could see his antenna, and the end of him. And then I kind of just lifted his wings a little bit. That way he's got some dimension. Then I took my bow, took another glue dot, put on the back of my bow, and I just put the bow right here on the edge of that piece of ribbon there. And then I took my pearls, and like I said, with the pearls you can't get these anymore, but you can take the white ones and color them whatever color you want with your Stampin' blends. And so those would work. And the item number for that is 144219. It's on page 1. They're on page 178. I took some of these little pink. I like the pink. These are petal pink pearls. So if you take your Stampin' blend, you can color some of your pearls petal pink, or whatever color you want, or you could use them white. However, whatever works for you. I'm just using stuff up. So there is your card for today. My next card, if you're interested, it was pretty simple. It's using the same stamp set, same DSP, using different colors, and all I did was use the basic gray to stamp everything. But it's the Butterfly Wishes stamp set. That's such a beautiful stamp set. This is Old Olive and Crushed Curry. So next time I'll show you some simple cards. If you know, let me know if you don't want to see them, but I thought maybe next week I'll do those. Give me a thumbs up if you like my cards. Every $50 purchase, Stampin' Up's giving a $5 coupon for the month of July, and you can use the coupons in August. So go to my website to order, or you can sign up as a demonstrator and get more discounts. You could get 20% discount on everything you buy. I encourage people to do that if they're spending quite a bit. That's what I did. I enjoy doing these videos and showing other people how to create with just paper and ink and stamps and a little bit of glue. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day and enjoy the sunshine and have fun stamping.